Well, tonight we are talking about disputes with the insurance company. Dana from Alex T has been hanging on the line for quite a while. Dana, we really appreciate your patience. Appreciate you staying up late with us. If you will, go right ahead with your question.
My son was asked to help with some logs on personal property by a gentleman, and he would pay him for helping to this since the gentleman, that's the way he made some of his money, selling the firewood. And while my son was there, he got his thumb crushed. And we had to take him, obviously, to the emergency room. He had to have his thumb put back together. We obviously have a lot of medical bills from that, and he was not able to work for like 6 months. After that, we didn't know if he was going to be able to keep his thumb or not. And I'm wondering, is this gentleman not liable for these medical bills?
That's a great question, and Dana, so sorry that happened to your son.
Unfortunately, if we have to be straight with one another, probably not. Now, he could have some homeowners coverage that could have some medical payments on it, and I've seen medical payments coverage be anywhere from $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000. I've actually seen a homeowner's policy with $100,000 in medical payments, no fault medical payments coverage. But if it's not no fault medical payments coverage, then there would only be liability coverage, which is an at fault based coverage. And so your son would have to prove that this individual actually did something wrong, that he did something unreasonable to harm your son. Now, we don't know all the circumstances. Right. We just got a little thumbnail sketch of what happened. I mean, he could have been out there helping him and doing something and caused the harm. Well, then his homeowner's insurance would pick up the liability portion of that. There would be responsibility there if he did something wrong that he wasn't supposed to do. He could have directed him to do something that he normally wouldn't have done when he was laying the firewood or whatever it is. That, lay it over there. We'll put it over there, and there's but I know there's a whole big hole over there, and he falls in the hole and breaks his leg or something. So without there being some form of liability associated with it, just by virtue of being on the property and being a casual laborer on the property, and you get hurt doing your job, that you're providing the equipment, you're providing the method. It's your method, it's not theirs. If that's the case, then there's probably not going to be any responsibility on behalf of the homeowner.
But I think you did a great job just in explaining a couple of situations where this will be an example of an exception. Yeah,
I mean, if somebody comes onto your property and you know about a defect on the property and it's dangerous, and you don't tell them about it or warn them,
right?
Sure, and they get hurt. Sure, I mean that's what that stuff's for.
Yes. Yeah.
But if somebody comes over to clean your gutters and they fall off, and snap their arm, that's them just not that's not on the homeowner.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, wonderful.